Growing for the healthcare industry as the Trump administration tries to make major funding cuts for the National Institutes of Health. But here in Rhode Island, some doctors and scientists say they're really worried. ABC 6 News reporter Caitlin Gelhaus joins us live in the studio right now with more on this topic. Caitlin?
Yeah, well, Tiffany, Senator Reid is calling this a very serious matter, and he's trying to avoid what he calls a constitutional crisis. Rhode Island joining 22 other states in filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration over its efforts to cut the funds that help with medical and public health research. Senator Jack Reid, doctors from URI and Brown University, among others, gathering Friday discussing growing concerns as the Trump administration's wave of funding cuts threatens the National Institutes of Health.
Eliminating funding for these expenses will essentially destroy the infrastructure we need to conduct groundbreaking research, including right here in the Ocean State.
Reid says the state of Rhode Island, along with 22 other states, have filed a lawsuit against the new administration.
The general theme is that all of these funds have been authorized by Congress and appropriated by Congress, and therefore are legally available to be spent and must be spent.
Doctors here in Rhode Island expressing their concerns of major cuts, saying research programs will be significantly impacted.
These proposed cuts to the NIH indirect announcement would cripple biomedical research at our university. Specifically, URI researchers would lose $4.8 million annual funds that support our staff, maintain these laboratories, and drive breakthroughs.
A doctor from Brown University speaking as well, explaining there's a national child mental health crisis, which has only grown since the pandemic, and the administration's funding cuts would lead to a slowdown in research and treatments.
The loss of indirect funding will lead to layoffs of research personnel, loss of clinical infrastructure and space, limiting our ability to treat youth in crisis within our community and adjoining areas.
Now, Senator Reid did also touch on President Trump's new health secretary, RFK Jr. He says it's unfortunate and that this confirmation is bad for the country, and he does not believe Kennedy is fit for the role. In the newsroom, I'm Caitlin Gelhaus, ABC 6 News.
Okay.